Hi everyone, and welcome to this short video message with me, Jonathan, and I wanted to take the opportunity today to share with you a few thoughts and reflections after my first month in the business, and also to share with you a response to the feedback that was received by your forum and your clinician partnership panel. So let me begin by sharing with you what it's been like in my first month in the business. I've got to say, I am delighted to be back. I'm reminded of just how great this business is, with a wonderful brand and some fabulous people. That's been really evident on my practice visits in particular. I've been in lots of stores over the last 4 weeks, and I'd like to thank you if I've visited your store for answering some at times naive questions, but also for giving me the feedback about how it feels working for Boots Opticians. I also just want to take this opportunity to ask you for some more feedback. Our colleague survey is currently live. We're in week 2 of 3. I'd really love to hear from as many of you as possible. I know my team would as well. So please go online, take the opportunity to complete that survey. It doesn't take too long. If you're a manager watching this, then please brief your teams. We're looking to try and get at least 8 or 9 out of 10 colleagues to complete this. So a sort of 85% completion rate will really allow us to understand truly how it feels for our people working for our business. So that's my first ask of today. I also, though, just want to share with you a little bit about how I'm seeing performance over the last 4 weeks. It's been an interesting time for our business, but the last 4 weeks we've seen some phenomenal volume and appointment growth. A lot of that's been driven locally by you guys in stores with your Boots UK colleagues, driven by the VUPON. And a lot of that has also been driven by some of the great work that's happening in our marketing and our loyalty teams here in Nottingham with our existing user database. When both of those come together, we know that's a winning formula. So thank you for what you're doing. Keep going. That's definitely translating into some good, strong year-on-year growth performance, which is definitely allowing us now to create some real momentum and confidence within our business and our practice teams. So thanks for what you're doing. Keep going. The sun is starting to shine. We know we've got a great, compelling sunglasses offer, and we definitely know that will allow us to win in the market when that sun comes out over the summer. There were 4 key themes that I just want to share with you and respond to. There's feedback in writing that you can receive, or you can talk to your forum reps directly. But I thought this might be one of the quickest and simplest ways for me to be able to respond. Firstly, I want to thank the forum reps for their time, the time that they take coming here to meet with myself and my team, but also the time they take gathering the feedback. It really is great to have such richness and depth in the comments that they're sharing. I think the first thing that was raised was that practice managers are starting to feel like they've got a little bit less autonomy than they used to have, and we're a little bit uncertain on their roles. I can categorically say that practice managers are the critical part of our business. I see them as the fulcrum in terms of the link between the strategy of the business and the plans that we create here in Nottingham, landing and being delivered in our stores through our colleagues, which will then go on to delight our customers. I'm really clear on this. There's no doubt in my mind that our practice managers are critical to our success. Practice managers also lead our clinicians, our DOs, our optoms, our OCs, and play an important, a critical part in terms of how our store teams and the customer experience shows up every single day. So there's no doubt in my mind about that. So much so we are developing and investing in our practice managers through the capability program for practice managers. That begins in June and runs through a 12-month program led by our training team and supported by the regional managers and the multi-site managers. It's a great program. I ran through it yesterday with the L&D team myself. I know that's going to make a real difference to how we support our practice managers in being brilliant leaders and owners of your own businesses. The second was the second and third points are both around the blue lens. The first was that dispensing opticians are feeling a little undervalued following the decision that was made that the dispense of the proprietary blue lenses that remain in our portfolio needs to be agreed with an optometrist. We've taken a really conservative view with this, given some of the challenges we've had with the blue lens product. And I see this with Eddie really clearly, that actually our practice teams need to work together to make the right recommendation for our customers. So as a dispensing optician, it's absolutely right. If you think this lens and this product is right for the lifestyle of a customer, talk to your optometrist in your store and make the recommendation together. That allows us just to make sure from a governance perspective and a professional perspective, all the records are covered off, and it's a collective decision across the registrants and clinicians in individual stores. The forum really helped us understand that and have helped formulate a letter that Eddie has already sent out to all our DOs and CLOs in our practice teams. The second was that our optometrists certainly still feel like they need a little bit more information about the blue lens and the product. And two answers to that one. The first is there's plenty of information on the intranet, so go there as your first port of call. And secondly, if you've still got questions, we have a big team, 14 clinical governance optometrists out in the field. Please make contact and they will either ring you or pop in and help with any questions or concerns that any of our optometrists have. And finally, we received quite a lot of feedback from both the partnership panel and the forum on the clinic preview process. It feels like we've landed a process here that actually is taking up more work, is creating more workload than was expected. I think we need to hold our hands up to that. What I'm really clear on is that, and we know is true, our customers love it when we're prepared for their visit. All right, that's a fact. I've no doubt you know that in your own practices. What's important is we get that right. This process allows you to do that. If it's cumbersome, if it's taking too long, if it's not working in your practice, then as a practice manager, my expectation is you make it work locally for you and your store team. It's not acceptable not to be ready, but please do it in a way that works for you and your colleagues. If you're not sure how to do it, follow the process. If you've got a way that's working already and your customers are telling you you're getting it right, keep going. Now, Andy's got this under full review to try and understand how do we simplify it and operationalise this in a simpler way. He'll come back to you on that one through your ROPMs and multi-site managers. But for now, please do what's right. Live up to what I said earlier around how we expect our practice managers to lead and own your own businesses. I leave that with you, but I look forward to experiencing that either as a customer or as a colleague in stores when I'm out on practice visits. So that's it from me today. I want to thank you all for both the welcome I've had in the last 4 weeks, for giving me the confidence that this business actually has got some wonderful foundations for us to be able to build and grow on. Thank you for what you're doing around volume and clinics and caring for customers. Keep going, and with the sun shining, I know that over the coming weeks and months we're going to continue to grow and develop that momentum towards our year end. Thanks very much, everyone.